Hey, how y'all doing? It's Redneck Chappers coming from York, England. You'd think it was from the southern states, but it turns out it's not. Uh, I'm just doing a review for you. The guitar I've chosen to review is a 1980s Ibanez Artiste. It's not a Gibson. And there's a couple of ways, if you know what you're talking about, that you can tell that these guitars aren't Gibsons. The first is it says Ibanez up on there on the headstock, and a pro would be able to tell you that a Gibson would say Gibson up on the headstock. So that's the first difference. There are other differences too. This is a double cutaway. That's what. Oh shit! That's what that means. I'll just plug that in there in the jack socket. Most guitars that are electric have a jack socket. The rest just have jackasses. So that's how that works. So yeah, this is a double cut. A Les Paul. They did do a double cut. You get other Gibson guitars that do have double cuts, but your standard Les Paul don't. But the layout's pretty similar. These pickups here, they call them humbuckers because they don't hum as much as the single coil. So that's what that's about. The wood is it's made out of trees, and they're quite interesting. You plant them, and they're like little tiny seeds there, and you put them in the ground, and you piss water all over them, and shit, and it shoots up, and you get a tree, and then you chop that bitch down, and you make a guitar out of it. And there's, most guitars aren't just made of one bit of wood neither. And they use a different one for the fingerboard. And on this, they call it ebony. So ebony is what this fingerboard's made out of, and there's metal for the frets, and mother of pearl for the inlay. So there you go. And like I say, this guitar, it was made in the 1980s. I can't remember exactly which year. Made in Japan, where they make good guitars in Japan. But of course, those pretty little Gibsons, you get the good ones they're made all in the good old US of A, and that's the place you want to be buying your guitars from. It's got Grover machine heads, and you twist them, and they keep your strings in tune. Although this little dog don't stay in tune so well anymore. Sounds nice though. Got good sustain, just like you get on them there Les Pauls. And yeah, I'm putting this little bad boy into a crappy little Marshall Valve State 40. Marshall makes some good amplifiers, but this ain't one of them. Yeah, so you hit this note here, and it sounds like this, and then you can hit a note there, and it sounds like that, and you can make it gainy, or you can make it all clean. Just show you that there. That's an E chord. That's what they call that. That's an A chord, and they call that an A because it's an A. So, in case you didn't know that. So yeah, you can play any type of music you want on this here guitar. You can play blues, you can play metal, you can play jazz. You probably wouldn't want to play flamenco, but you probably could. So yeah, we'll just have a little listen to see what this sounds like with the pickup in this position up here at the top. And don't that sound pretty? Oh yeah, I like that all day long. So you can just give it a little bit of a. See? Yeah, that sounds like a guitar to me. And you can crank the gain a little bit and switch the pickup down in this position and get some nice. It does the lot. Does the lot. I'll just turn that amplifier off because with this crappy little camera I have built into my laptop, my computer, don't sound so good. So we won't do much of that. But yeah, so this is it. This is the 1980s Ibanez Artiste, like I say, it ain't a U.S. Gibson, but one day maybe I'll get myself one. I got a Fender and a couple of other guitars, but yeah, I mean one of them lovely new Gibsons in the tribute series. That'd be very nice. But of course, I'm not actually American, and I am actually Dave Hollingworth, the bass player from Dorjay's brother, and therefore me winning the competition would be completely fucking ridiculous anyway. So good luck to everybody else who actually does enter and does shit properly. But I've just been messing about.